Well, the first girl I love is kind of short and fat. You know, it may sound funny, but I like her like that. Yeah, I liked her like that. Yes, I liked her like that. You know, it may sound funny, but honey, I liked her like that. The next girl I loved was big and tall. Her head was in the bed, but her feet was in the hall. Man, I liked her like that. Damn, I liked her like that. There was footprints on the ceiling, show that I'm feeling. Yeah, I liked her like that. Teeth, but she was so sweet, you know it's what's underneath. Man, I like her like that. Damn, I like her just like that. You know it may sound gummy, but honey, I like her like that. The moral of the story, yeah, there's one. You know you wanna have a good life, gonna have fun. Find yourself a good gal, you'll never be alone. You know beauty skin deep, but that mean will cut you clean to the bone. Girl loves kind of short and fat. You know it may sound funny, but I like her like that. Yeah, I like her like that. Yeah, I like her just like that. You know it may sound funny, but honey, I like her like that. Oh, the moral of the story, yeah, there's one. You know you wanna have a good life, gonna have fun. Find yourself a good gal, you'll never be alone. You know beauty skin deep, but that mean will cut you clean to the bone.
You're listening to the Jams and Coffee Morning Show with your host, Brad Brock.
Here this morning with me. Good morning, Jammers, and welcome to the Jams Coffee Morning Show. And JT.
Hey.
He's hanging with us this morning as well. And we thank you so much for tuning in over on YouTube, or if you're popping through on Facebook, or if you're listening on JNC Radio through the JNC Podcast website, or the Live365 Radio App, wherever you're tuning in. We sure appreciate it, and we hope that you give us a subscribe and you follow all the stuff that we do on our social medias and whatnot. As always, we are watching the chats and comments, so feel free to chive in. Is that like onions? Dive in and drop us a line.
Brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth.
From the chives.
Funny lady.
I
know. We'd love to hear from you this morning. It's a beautiful day out. Another beautiful day. I guess we're sitting in that cold front, whatever that means here in Florida. Cold front, 75 degrees outside, you know. But what's most important is, and for you, Paul, out there, today is the official last day of the 2022 hurricane season. And what's really wonderful is that there's no tropical development expected over the next 5 days. So I think, knock on wood, of course, we're in the clear. It appears that we're in the clear for hurricane season to be done. Wonderful news. Paul says, whoop, whoop. This morning here on the Treasure Coast, the temperatures are much warmer than yesterday morning. Wake up temperatures here are in the low to mid 70s and some in the 60s inland under mostly clear skies. This afternoon we're going to find the highs in the mid 80s, and it's going to be a little bit more humid than yesterday with a few afternoon storms. Oh, lightning and thunder. Tonight we're going to have patchy fog possible with lows in the mid 70s. Lows in the low to mid 70s. Whoa, lots of low. Got to get low.
How low can you go?
Not so much anymore. Tomorrow, though, we're going to have warm and humid. It's going to be warm and humid with highs in the mid 80s and a mix of sun and clouds and some passing showers as a weak front moves in. So there you go. We also have Phillips' morning Jams and Coffee irrelevant weather report coming out of Tennessee. Right, Texas, Tennessee, almost geographically in the exact same place. He said that they survived the storms yesterday evening and overnight. Thank goodness. He said they still have winds this morning as the front passes through. Temperatures were in the low 50s leaving home, and he said it's already in the mid 40s there in Laverne, Nashville area. Continued clearing today and colder this evening. Tonight, the upper 20s and lower 30s. Boy, it's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas up there, isn't it, Philip? Yikes. He said the seasonal temps for the week now. He said we did get close to about an inch and a half of rainfall, or an inch and 1.75 inches. Inch and 3/4? Yeah. I could still do decimals and fractions. Right, babe? I'm a very smart guy.
You did so well.
Yes, I'm a secret genius.
You're brilliant.
Yeah. 1 3/4 rainfall and more to the southern portion of middle and eastern Tennessee, which is very welcome. Yep. Yeah, as we were talking about, I guess, for a few weeks, that drought was pretty bad, man. The Mississippi was running dry, causing problems. Yes. We got quite a few national days today, including National Mississippi Day, which is ironic that I would just say that. I don't know how ironic it is, but yeah. So we have some good ones. Here's one for you, Jordan. It's National Stay Home Because You're Well Day.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see what that's all about. Even though I
partake in that one today, Brad.
My boss would kill me. Yeah, on November 30th, Stay home because you're well day gives you an excuse to stay in for the day. Listen, we all need a break, and it's nice to take it when we're healthy and can enjoy it. That said, if everyone in the working world took the same day to stay home because we were all well, chaos would ensue. So this was kind of a stupid idea, wasn't it? No, we all need time alone. It's an essential. It is reading. It is essential to disconnect from our daily routines. Sometimes a checklist of things we need to do calls to us. Others have no idea what we do left to our own devices, or on them. 2022. Being home when we're healthy can come with a sense of accomplishment as well. We can tackle tasks that we've been wanting to accomplish. It can also be an opportunity for some much-needed relaxation. Everyone sees a healthy day off differently. Use it as you see fit. Stay home because you're well day. Adorable. Speaking of that, I guess kind of in the same vein there, it's National Personal Space Day. Don't we have so much of that, Jordan? Don't we have so much personal space? Rah!
Spooky.
Oh, that looked cool on the screen.
It did.
National Personal Space Day on November 30th promotes kindness towards sensitivities and supports healing and self-protection by recognizing everyone's right to decide when and how to be touched. Touch can hurt. Many bacteria and viruses can cause harm. This day provides an opportunity to be aware of a person's unspoken need for space or a gentler and welcomed touch. When you see someone wearing the peach symbol, forego the handshake or hug and offer a smile in another way to show that you care. I didn't know that. Oh man, I feel bad for all those people with the peach stickers. And I've been like, get in here. Give me a hug. This is kind of a real thing, though. National Personal Space Day encourages the use of the effective symbol to essentially say, I need a little extra space today, without awkwardness or hurt feelings. The peach symbol kindly raises the voice of the wearer. The mission is working to change the way people show they care. After all, we are challenged in the 21st century at a very reflective time regarding our personal space. It's time to allow us more understanding regarding the boundaries of others.
Wow, today is a day for introverts to thrive, huh?
Dead serious.
Social distancing coming to the list
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, I feel like these days were all created recently. But no, I get it. Like, I have friends that are not huggers. Jordan, you do too. We probably have them mutually. And hey, I feel like there needs to be like a mutual understanding, though, because some people are really outgoing and hug everybody, But if you go to give somebody a hug and you, like, immediately feel them tense up, back off, man. Apologize. It's so easy to do. Some people get really offended, though. Oh, you don't want to hug me? Don't do that. Especially not today on National Personal Space Day.
You're breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
Today.
Breaking the law. It's National Moose Day, but not the moose that you might think. No. That delicious sweet. On November 30th, National Moose Day serves up a delicious treat that could be savory or sweet. What can we say about moose? The word moose in French means foam. Do you know that?
It makes sense.
Would it be mousse?
No.
No, because it doesn't have the little accent.
But that would be very fancy if it was.
It would.
We're more simple than that.
Yes. Typically, we whip egg whites or cream to make a mousse. A mousse.
A moose.
Depending on the type of mousse, its consistency can vary from light and airy to thick and creamy. This versatile dish lends itself well to both desserts and savory recipes. In fact, several types of mousse can be served at the same meal, from a smoky salmon mousse as the first course to a tart lemon or creamy chocolate mousse for dessert. There's virtually no limit to the flavors that we can incorporate into a mousse. National Moose Day.
It takes me back.
A mousse.
My bestie and me Courtney, aka Agnes, and myself, we used to frequent the TCBY back in the old mitten.
Oh, wow.
And which I think are still there. Maybe. And our favorite, I forget all that we would get into it, but the base was white chocolate mousse, ice cream or yogurt or whatever you want to call it.
Sounds delicious.
And it was the best. It was the best thing ever.
It was the best thing ever.
I'd like one now. Let's go find a TCBY. I'll find the nearest one near us. It's probably in Orlando. Let's see.
Nice.
You think they still have them?
I don't know. You know what's funny? Steve the Bruce used to work at a TCBY.
Get the heck out of town.
Swear to God. My mom would take me and Ellie to go visit him from time to time, and he'd be back there with his stupid little hat, serving us frozen yogurt.
Oh my gosh! Wait, they had one here.
This was down in
West Palm?
probably Palm Beach Gardens area.
Oh my God, Brad! I think they have all closed, permanently closed. No.
Yeah, I remember.
How can you have the country's best yogurt and be closed?
So, listen. There was a transitional period that Steve went through while he was working there. So this is probably aging him quite a bit because he was a teenager then. And
so this is like 1944-ish.
It would be around
probably?
that time. Yeah,
Okay.
just after the war.
Okay. Yep.
It was originally called Royalty Yogurt.
Oh.
Yeah, Royalty Yogurt.
Regal.
And then they did a brand transition, or were bought out by TCBY. I remember that whole transition. I hated it. I loved Royalty Yogurt.
But TCBY is the shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
The
pretty
white
good.
chocolate mousse, if you don't know, you've missed out because now they're closed. So
Now you'll never
you
know.
will never know.
You know what's more delicious than mousse?
There's nothing like it. Oh, do tell.
Well, it's National Meth Awareness Day. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke.
Nothing better than some good meth.
Sweet Jesus.
I mean, if you put the meth in the mousse,
Oh, yeah, now it's a party.
now it's a party. And then you stay to yourself, personal space. Okay, sorry, carry on.
It's National Meth Awareness Day, folks. As part of a nationwide effort, November 30th has been declared National Methamphetamine Awareness Day. And this day aims to educate the American public about the effects of methamphetamine abuse on families and communities. As a part of the initiative, it's hoped to increase awareness and decrease demand for the highly addictive drug. A national survey found 1 out of 6 young adults has used illicit drugs in the last month. Brain scientists know why just one use of crystal meth can make a person feel hooked. And so the Awareness Day is an effort to send a prevention message to potential meth users. It also gets the message out about available programs to current users. Some parts of the country, meth use is increasing, while in others, it continues to rise. Part of the reason meth is so addictive is it increases the amount of dopamine in the brain. Dopamine occurs naturally in our brains. It affects our body's reward centers as well as our movement, motivation, and reinforcement. It's the impact on this area of the brain that makes methamphetamine so addictive. Are they trying to sell it to me? What is happening? It makes you feel great.
Sounds dope.
Yeah, it makes your face cave in
Dopamine.
and you look like a wild person, but boy, it feels good. Beyond the short-term effects of alertness, increased physical activity, reduced or no appetite, rapid heart rate, and increased blood pressure, just what I need.
Oh, dear.
Continued use of methamphetamine has long-term health effects. Okay, here's where the sales pitch ends.
Yeah, we would not survive, Brad.
Risk of diseases transmitted through needles, gross. Addiction, extreme weight loss, dental problems. Oh, that's a very cute way of putting it. Sleeping disorders, memory loss, anxiety, skin issues, another cute way to put it. Hallucinations and paranoia. Yeah. All just aside, it is a nasty, nasty drug, and it is a really difficult addiction to kick. We make light of it, but the people that are addicted to it have some serious problems and a long road ahead. And we certainly hope that they get the help that they need. And today is the day to be aware of it. It's happening in your neighborhood. Your neighbors, you have neighbors on your street that are doing meth, and statistically, anyway, I don't know if I don't think it's happening in Tesoro, but statistically, So, try not to be a dick like me. Make fun of it. Anyway.
True.
What else is going on? It's National Mason Jar Day.
We love a good mason.
Yeah, who doesn't love a good mason jar?
Y'all.
On November 30th, National Mason Jar Day commemorates an ingenious invention that's been bringing families together for generations. Simply by opening a jar of fruit preserves or spicy salsa, we enjoy the flavors of summer in the midst of winter. For those who love to pickle, the mason jar rescues fruits and veggies from the garden. The green beans, from green beans to watermelon, we make them sweet or spicy. Well, food preservation has existed for centuries. John Landis Mason, now you know where it comes from New Jersey of all places, made home canning safe. The young tinsmith's patent number 22186 for an improvement in screw neck bottles issued a revolutionary design. And the rest is history. I don't know what you guys are putting in mason jars, but I like to put grain alcohol and fruit. And we call it moonshine. Moonshine. All right. Get your mason jars. It's Computer Security Day. For those of you that just cannot say no to clicking on the links that people send you. Computer Security Day on November 30th reminds us to protect our computers every day. Computers become faster and more advanced. Protecting the resources, tools, and information on them protects the people who use them too. Since the very first home computer, how we use them has changed. Unless you play solitaire. We've been doing that since the 80s. Today, we use computers to stay connected. We bank and work from home, while computers are on every campus and every school. Many gain an education right from home. I do right at YouTube University. We do our taxes, attend meetings, and research complex issues, all on computers, podcasting, you name it. So it makes sense to do everything possible to keep these powerful machines secure, right? Well, some of them hold a lifetime of data. Precious and irreplaceable photos, journals, novels, passwords. It's vital to protect even a portion of that information. Their very identity exists on computers. So, protect that shit. Go change your password right now. Everybody listening, everybody that can hear the sound of my voice, go and change your password right now on everything. Don't delay. I'll wait.
We'll pause.
I'll wait. Okay, so where are we? What are we doing? That's an important day. Speaking of protection, it's a National Package Protection Day. You got to protect your package, Jordan.
What does that mean?
Encourages homeowners to stay alert during these high delivery times. The Wednesday after Thanksgiving is a time to remind us to protect our homes against package theft, which becomes more and more prevalent during the holidays. Of course, the internet has made it easier to find deals and have packages shipped straight to our homes. But this has also made it easier for thieves to snatch our deliveries right from our doorsteps. Cyber Monday in particular is a big online shopping day where most purchases are shipped directly to the buyer's home. The advent of Black Friday and Cyber Monday has become a need for a day that raises awareness of package theft and helps homeowners protect themselves against the thieves. Just like that, Package Protection Day was born. So how to observe this? Well, spread the word throughout your neighborhood about protecting packages and deliveries. Help your community be alert during the holidays. Whether you're home or away, protect your packages and more. We use the Ring doorbell, which captures wonderful things like lizards and me putting up Christmas lights.
All the highlights.
Yes, safety and hilarity.
Yep.
All rolled into one.
It does it all.
It does it all.
Shameless plug for the Ring doorbell.
Yeah, no joke.
If you don't have one, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Absolutely nothing. All right, and that's our national days. Of course, let me know if I've forgotten one or there's one that you'd like me to add to the list, because every day is a day to celebrate, so we give you a list of things if you're having a hard time coming up. So celebrate every day. your national day. All right. Fix this.
There was quite a few of them today.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Busy.
Philip said yes. The Ring doorbell with audio. Yeah, it definitely made that video. It elevated it for sure.
Yeah, and it's fun because you can talk out through it too. I like to do that from time to time.
Yeah. Hey, you, get out of here. Yeah, it's funny.
Like,
Ring doorbell.
nice groceries you're bringing in.
Yeah, good one. Good one.
Well, yeah, never say that. Never say that to you, but.
No. All right.
You know what I mean. You know
Yep.
what I mean. Yeah.
I do. Before we get into our stories, not a lot of news, but some interesting articles that I found. We're going to get into that. We'll be talking about artificial intelligence that can help humans talk to animals. Interesting.
Oh, we may need that.
Yeah. And I'm also going to tell you about a mind-controlling parasite that turns wolves into pack leaders. All that and more coming up here on Jams and Coffee in the Morning. Here's one from Zaza. This is This Love Like Ours. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Late nights and early mornings, pointless fight sent me towards me. This is what waits for me in a love like ours. Oh, yeah. These days, the only time we meet is pulling up the sheets. You know what's killing me. Lives divided, conversations on a time limit. Oh, something's gotta give in this love like ours. Wait for you, it's taking a toll. It's a weight that's too heavy to hold. Losing my grip, but the drive is too far. Times are getting hard in this love like ours. Oh, this love like ours, yeah. Times are getting hard in this love like ours. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Making plans in advance, hoping that we get the chance for time. Just one night would be alright, so you could mix your love with mine. Oh, no place to be, no friend to need, no complicated scenery. Just you and me is all I need in this love like ours. Just to wait for you, it's taking a toll. It's a weight that's too heavy to hold. Losing my grip, but the drive is too far. Times are getting hard in this love like ours. This love like ours. Hearts can soldier on. Mine has trouble when you're gone. Hearts can soldier on. Mine has trouble when you're gone. Just to wait for you is taking a toll. It's a weight that's too heavy to hold. I'm losing my grip, but the drive is too far. Times are getting hard in this love like ours.
All right, welcome back to Jams and Coffee in the Morning. Zaza. Love Zaza. Well, they're doing well up in New York.
We're coming to visit soon.
Yeah, we need an update with those guys. Maybe we'll try to get them on a...
What better way than to personally go and see, right? With our own eyes.
Yeah. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Field trip.
Yeah,
Field trip.
Yeah, no. I don't think we're going to do that. Anyway,
We'll talk about it later.
as previously
Let's take
mentioned.
a poll.
Yeah, I'll give you a poll. Whoa.
Ayo.
That was a little X-rated for you guys this morning. Listen, guys, there's new developments in artificial intelligence and technology that could help humans communicate with their pets and any other animal species that calls Earth home. Weren't we just talking about Dr. Dolittle yesterday?
We were.
Yeah. Outside of the field of science, the idea of two-way human-animal communication has existed in pop culture since at least as far back as 1967, when the original Dr. Dolittle movie came out. But the idea is no longer such a far-fetched movie plot. It's nearing reality. That's right. Scientists have uncovered successful methods of understanding animal language, including the complexities of their various sounds and actions together. The research into talking to animals goes back years, but in 2017, scientists figured out one crucial factor in their AI-based endeavor. Languages, both human and animal, can be visualized as shapes. Did you know that? And these shapes are way easier for AI technologies to decipher and decode. Got to make it easier for the computers. So, Asa Raskin, the co-founder and president of Earth Species Project, said you ask the AI to build a shape that represents a language. You could take English, you could take Japanese, and you could rotate one shape on top of the other. And the word that is dog ends up in the same spot in both. Interesting. In the animal domain, when we want to translate animal communication, that you can then translate, say, from behavior to what the animals are saying, from what the animals are saying to another dialect of another animal. Really complex. Raskin and the California-based nonprofit Earth Species Project is on a mission to decode animal communication based on the advances in AI, combined with the growing understanding of how, why, and when animals make certain sounds and actions. Raskin told Newsy about a recent breakthrough development in AI technology that's brought humans closer than ever to talking to furry friends. That's right, Luna. That's you.
Hey,
you
girl.
Raskin said you could put in 3 seconds of anyone's voice, my voice, your voice, and the computer will continue to speak in your voice after those 3 seconds are up. So it'll continue saying what you were saying. Essentially, it'll say it with your diction, with your prosody, with your identity, and it'll maintain semantic coherence for 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds.
Whoa.
One of the yeah, you could start talking to the computer, just keeps talking as you. Scary stuff.
Creepy.
One of the realizations then is that that means the next 12 to 36 to 48 months we'll be able to do this with animal communication. That means humans might be able to directly ask their dogs why it's barking or why a cat is meowing. And the pets could theoretically understand the human's words beyond just the basics. Do we really want to know what these animals are thinking? I don't think so.
Yeah, this seems very complicated.
Mm-hmm. It's because scientists are going to use these animal acoustics and combine that with what's already known about a species' body language, behavior, and even things like travel patterns to help create a kind of Google Translate for animals. But as humans approach a potential breakthrough in cross-species communication, it's also important to keep in mind that how and why humans use this technology will have larger social and ethical implications and consequences. Not just in daily life, but for the survival of the species humans may end up being able to talk to. Raskin shared an example of this. He said, quote, "For whatever reason, Australian humpbacks are like pop singers. And because humpbacks can sing off and across ocean basins, and they migrate halfway across the world, a song off the coast of Australia can go viral. And within a couple of seasons, can be sung by much of the world's population. And if we create a synthetic whale that's singing, we may have invented the CRISPR of culture and whale and dolphin culture that extends back 34 million years. And that's not something that we should just mess up or pollute or create the viral meme of. So he's saying if we're able to speak whale, we shouldn't just broadcast a whale because it might mess up their migratory patterns and whatnot. But if they're going to a place where they're sure to be slaughtered, perhaps a little warning might not be a bad idea, right, Jordan?
Right.
So there you go. So we're on the brink of being able to ask your dog if they have to go outside and them saying, "No, leave me alone. I hate you.
What if they say
You
that?
trapped me here."
What if they say that, but then they really do have to go outside and go to the bathroom, and then they pee everywhere?
Yeah, what if you could like yell out into the backyard, "Hurry up," and they understand. They're like, "Leave me alone. I'm trying to find the perfect spot." I don't know, man. Do we really want to know what these creatures are saying? I think a lot of people would be heartbroken to find out what their pets think
Oh
of
my
them.
God, yeah, what if their pet's like, "I hate you.
Yeah, you locked me in here.
You're the worst."
Oh God, yeah, there'd be a lot of returns to Amazon for that device. My dog hates me.
Told me so.
Speaking of dogs, this one's got me all jacked up, man. I feel like the entrepreneur in me, and perhaps the sadist, really wants to figure out how to bottle this. Anyway, wolves infected with a behavior-altering parasite are more likely to become pack leaders or abandon their packs altogether, according to an analysis of more than 200 gray wolves in Yellowstone National Park. The findings add to a growing body of evidence that Toxoplasma gondii, a single-celled parasite, pulls on the puppet strings of its hosts, goading them into pursuing risky behaviors. Yep. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. They identified a substantial increase in the odds of dispersal and of becoming a pack leader, both risky behaviors, of course, in wolves that showed sign of T. gondii infection in their blood. That's according to the authors that wrote the study. These two life history behaviors represent some of the most important decisions a wolf can make in its lifetime and may have dramatic impacts on gray wolf fitness, distribution, and the overall rate of births and deaths within a population. Now let's talk a little bit about toxoplasmosis. It's the disease caused by a T. gondii infection, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere, you guys. While T. gondii can only sexually reproduce and complete its life cycle in phalids, which are members of the cat family, it's perfectly at home in any warm-blooded host. And that includes about 33%, are you ready for this, of all humans, and more than 10% of the U.S. population. That explains all the assholes out there, perhaps. A healthy immune system, though, is usually enough to keep the disease's symptoms at bay. People who are not immunocompromised seldom experience anything more daunting than a minor flu-like symptom during an acute infection. But T. gondii can have a lasting impact. A handful of studies have found that chronic infection can lead to increased testosterone levels and behavioral changes in humans. That's something?
That's something.
Mm-hmm. We're not alone. Nope. Rodents infected with the parasite produce a surplus of testosterone and are less afraid of cats. Hyenas with toxoplasmosis are more likely to tussle with African lions, according to a 2021 study published in Nature Communications, and chimpanzees carrying the T. gondii are unafraid of leopards. They're natural predators. Yellowstone's gray wolves became acquainted with T. gondii by wandering the same volcanic wilderness as infected cougars. Oh, that sounds like Fort Pierce. And eating feline feces. Gross.
We just really like to mess with everything, don't we?
Yeah, this is just a study, though. This is actually naturally occurring.
Oh,
The researchers...
well, that makes it better.
Yeah, right? The researchers examined nearly 3 decades worth of data on wolves that have been captured, released, and monitored at Yellowstone. They discovered that infected wolves were more likely than uninfected wolves to engage in risky behaviors, such as abandoning their families to start new packs, and they were twice as likely to assert themselves as pack leaders, which often entailed picking perilous fights with other would-be top dogs. But toxoplasmosis is not all glory, independence, and power struggles. Pregnant wolves suffering acute infection can miscarry a litter, and wolves that are unafraid of a fight are more likely to suffer fatal injuries. The study authors also raised the possibility that infected wolves put the entire pack at risk by fearlessly leading fellow wolves into cougar territory, where they too may become infected. So the study demonstrates how community-level interactions can affect individual behavior and could potentially scale up to group-level decision-making, the authors wrote. Incorporating the implications of parasite infections into the future wildlife research is vital to understanding the impacts of parasites on individuals, groups, populations, and ecosystem processes. So back to my business plan. What if, it's almost like super soldier serum. You can bottle this, make it a little pill, and if you're like a weak little pansy, you can eat it, and then you become a testosterone-rich, crazy person. Which I think that might exist already.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. So the next time you have some big meathead that wants to pick a fight with you in the bar,
Don't forget your pill.
you could say, hey, man, I think that you might be infected with a mind-controlling parasite. Or take the pill yourself. Basically like Popeye spinach,
Yeah.
So there you go. Interesting stuff. Parasites. Parasites controlling everything. It makes me think of I don't know, some sort of crazy sci-fi movie. Right?
Yeah.
Speaking of sci-fi movies,
Oh, dear.
like that segue?
Good job.
You guys remember the film RoboCop? You remember RoboCop?
No.
You don't? Well, this is going to be a weird conversation.
I've never watched it, though.
So I don't know if it's RoboCop, the first RoboCop, or the second RoboCop. I don't know. What's the one with the automated big machine with the guns, and it goes berserk, it kills everybody? So San Francisco's moving closer to that. Supervisors in San Francisco voted Tuesday to give city police the ability to use potentially lethal remote-controlled robots in emergency situations, but not until after an emotionally charged debate that reflected divisions on the politically liberal board over support for law enforcement. The vote was 8-3, with the majority agreeing to grant police the option despite strong objections from civil liberties and other police oversight groups. Opponents said the authority would lead to further militarization of a police force already too aggressive with poor and minority communities. Supervisor Connie Chan, a member of the committee that forwarded the proposal to the full board, said she understood concerns over the use of force, but that according to state law, we're required to approve the use of these equipments. So here we are, and it's definitely not an easy discussion, she said. The San Francisco Police Department said it does not have pre-armed robots and has no plans to arm robots with guns. But the department could deploy robots equipped with explosive charges to contact, incapacitate, or disorient violent, armed, or dangerous suspects. When lives are at stake, of course. Robots equipped in this manner could only be used in extreme circumstances to save or prevent further loss of innocent lives. Supervisors amended the proposal Tuesday to specify that officers could use robots only after using alternative force or de-escalation tactics, or concluding they would not be able to subdue the suspect through those alternative means. Only a limited number of high-ranking officers could authorize use of robots as a deadly force option. San Francisco police currently have a dozen functioning ground robots used to assess bombs or provide eyes in low-visibility situations, according to the department. They were acquired between 2010 and 2017, and not once have they been used to deliver an explosive device. But explicit authorization was required after a new California law went into effect this year requiring police and sheriff's departments to inventory military-grade equipment and seek approval for their use. There's a lot here. Let me just kind of go down. Paraphrase just a bit. But there's been some opposition to this, of course. The San Francisco Public Defender's Office sent a letter Monday to the board saying that granting police the ability to kill community members remotely goes against the city's progressive values. The office wanted the board to reinstate language barring police from using robots against any person in an act of force. On the other side of the San Francisco Bay, the Oakland Police Department has dropped a similar proposal after public backlash. The first time a robot was used to deliver explosives in the U.S. was back in 2016 when Dallas police sent in an armed robot that killed a hold-up sniper who had killed 5 officers in an ambush. So, it's all fine and good when it's remote-controlled, but what happens when it becomes sentient? You know? RoboCop. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I understand, honestly, I understand both sides. You know, the police don't want to go in there and get shot up when there's somebody, you know, holed up somewhere just blasting away. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want them to serve me a warrant with a robot at my front door. How do you feel about that, Jordan?
That's a lot to dig through.
Yeah. But let's have politicians figure it out, right? What else are they good for? Let's play another song. When we come back, I got some music news. It's all about Motley Crue, so you crew heads, get ready for it. What do we want to play? What do we want to play, Jordan?
Bad Crackle. No, I'm just kidding.
Ugh. No, I'm just kidding. It's a great tune.
It's halar.
It's hilar. How about a Brad Brock song? I know that guy. All right, guys. Here's one from Brad Brock. You're listening to Jams and Coffee in the Morning. We got some crew news coming up right after this.
I got a band of bells strapped across my foot, and a drum under the other that won't stay put. Keeps running away just like my heart, 'cause loving anybody just seems so hard. Oh, I'm amazed I've lived this long, living life this way. When the song is done, it's time to go. When the song is done, it's time to go. Sure, I'll be back again. Oh, I'm amazed I've lived this long, living life this way. Oh, don't you know, when the song is done, it's time to go. When the song is done, it's time to go. This long, living life this way. Oh, don't you know,
we're back. Jams and coffee here in the morning. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. I was just looking through the comments. I saw Brett over there. He said, yeah, it was the original RoboCop that had the biped robot that shot up the boardroom. He also said that robot cop plan sounds like a bomb. Oh, I didn't want to give you crickets, Brett. Sorry.
Wow.
The buttons are right next to one another. He said bombs seem a little indiscriminate, right? You know, I mean, why just take one person out when you could blow up the neighborhood? You know, any other potential dissidents, you just eliminate it immediately. All right, music news. Yeah, this is all Motley Crue news today. Tommy Lee's California home was trashed recently after a burglar broke in and caused thousands of dollars in damage. Maybe if you had one of those bomb robots, could have avoided that. Or a Ring doorbell. Sources with the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department told TMZ that the Motley Crue drummer's mansion in Calabasas, there we go, was burglarized and raided last week, with the burglar making off with some unusual items, like a bathroom mirror and cabinet handles. Fortunately,
someone has a carpentry construction business, huh? Someone's going straight to marketplace.
Yeah, they're doing a bathroom remodel in their own home.
Yeah.
My God.
Well, you know who has nice bathroom stuff?
Fortunately, nobody was home at the time because Tommy Lee's been living elsewhere as he tries to sell the house. Oh, good. Oh, good. He was trying to sell it.
Yeah.
The burglar or burglars reportedly got inside the mansion through a glass door in the back, managing to break glass, lamps, and a gate on the side of the house on their way to raiding the home. Lee rushed over to the home after learning of the break-in, which caused an estimated total of $5,000 in damage. This is the latest hardship Lee has faced this year, months after he was forced out of a show on Motley Crue's stadium tour because of an injury that left him with 4 broken ribs. He attempted to play through the pain, but was ultimately replaced by Tommy Clufidos after 5 songs. Well, it's nice that they have some sit-ins ready to rock and roll. Aha.
Also named Tommy.
While Tommy Lee said the story behind his injury wasn't interesting, his wife, Brittany Ferlin, addressed the situation and explained that he fell down a set of stairs while trying to carry some luggage ahead of the stadium tour dress rehearsals. So, got to be careful of those stairs. But he's back in action now for the World Tour kickoff. Motley Crue and Def Leppard will play a handful of U.S. concerts next year before officially launching the international portion of their co-headlining tour. Crue and Def Leppard finally completed their twice-postponed stadium tour this past summer in North America. A few weeks after the tour concluded, the two bands announced 28 more shows in Latin America and Europe for 2023. Before playing the first international show of the World Tour next February, the two headliners will set up in Atlantic City, New Jersey, for a 2-night residency. Hardly a residency. At the Hard Rock Live in Estes Arena, February 10th and 11th. Pre-sale for the Atlantic City dates is open now, and the public sale begins Friday. So the Atlantic City shows are expected to be Motley Crue's first, with John 5 on guitar, of course, replacing the retired Mick Mars. While Mars remains an official member of Motley Crue, he announced in October that he's retired from touring due to ongoing issues with ankylosing spondylitis. Man, I wish I would have finished medical school. Anyway, it's a chronic arthritic condition that he suffered since he was a teenager. Been going on a while. The band wrote in a follow-up to Mars' announcement, "We will carry out Mick's wish and continue to tour the world as planned in 2023. No doubt it will take an absolutely outstanding musician to fill Mick's shoes, so we are grateful that our good friend John 5 has agreed to come aboard and join us moving forward." So now you have Nikki 6 and John 5, Tommy 4, and Vince 3. Right? Jordan's not paying attention anymore, guys. She's busy texting on the text machine. John Five is a renowned solo artist, session guitarist, and sideman. He's worked with the likes of Rob Zombie, Avril Lavigne, David Lee Roth, Steve Perry, and others. John Five also co-wrote 3 original Motley Crue songs with Nikki Sixx for the band's 2019 biopic, The Dirt, which I've not seen.
It's really good.
Oh, there she is.
I saw it.
Asked about the decision to bring in John Five to replace Mars, Nikki Sixx emphasizes that the guitarist, quote, checks all the boxes in terms of his ability, his personality, and his pre-existing relationship with Motley Crue. So, I get mixed reviews about Crue shows. People are either like blown away or they're like, what happened to Vince? That's it. It's really no in between there. All right, Jordan, are you ready to play celebrity birthdays? We have
No.
It's a hodgepodge today. I think you might actually get some of these. All right. As always, you guys, Jordan's going to play, but you are more than welcome to play in the chats and comments. Brett from over on Facebook said they need Brad Brock 1, Vince 3, Tommy 4, Nikki 6, John 5. They certainly don't need me. I would just corrupt them. Right, Jordan?
Right.
I'm a bad influence.
Yeah.
Oh man. I guess we pissed off somebody on Facebook. They ended our stream on the Jams and Cocktails page.
Way to go.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Way to go, Brad.
Yeah, I wonder if it started up another one.
It was probably you.
Yeah, weird.
Oh well. No one
Yeah.
cares about
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure I'll get a message being like, you violated some sort of things. Anyway, let's play the game.
Dare you?
Let's play the game before they do any further. All right, but you guys put your guesses in the chats and comments and help Jordan out. All right, turning 37 years old, this American model who debuted in the 2010 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. In 2014, she was featured on the cover of the swimsuit issue. That's a weird way to word that. And in 2013, she married musician John Legend, who's turning 37 years old today.
Oh, Christy Teigen.
That's close enough for me.
Is that it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Also turning 37 today, most notable for her roles portraying Bridget Hennessy on the ABC sitcom 8 Simple Rules, and Penny on the CBS sitcom The Big Bang Theory, who's turning 37 years old today.
Oh, Kaylee Cuoco.
Cuoco? Yeah, that's good enough for me. 20 years older than that, turning 57 years old today, actor, comedian, director, producer, and voice actor.
Wow.
Who won an Emmy Award for his own show with his own name. He's most well known for films like Starsky and Hutch, Heavyweights, and There's Something About Mary, who's turning 57 years old today.
Ben Stiller.
That is correct. Oh, my God.
Wow.
You're nailing it.
I'm on fire.
Turning 45 years old today. Electro house music DJ and producer who had his first big hit, the 2009 single I'm in the House. Who's turning 45 years old today.
Is that it?
By the time he released his first album, Wonderland, in 2012, he'd become one of the highest-grossing DJs in North America. He collaborated on tracks and records with several prominent artists, including Iggy Azalea, Will.i.am, LMFAO, and Linkin Park. Who's turning 45? Take care, Mike Lebeck. Mike Lebeck signing off.
Bye. I have no idea.
It is Steve Aoki.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Turning
Damn it, Steve.
a spry 87 years old today.
Oh, what a baby.
He's an iconic writer and director known for his unique blend of comedy and style. His most celebrated films include Annie Hall, Manhattan, Hannah and Her Sisters, Deconstructing Harry, and Midnight in Paris. who's turning 87 years old today. He began a relationship with actress Mia Farrow around 1980.
Oh. Harrison Ford. Oh.
Jeez.
Damn it.
No.
Wait, I know this.
Harrison
I know
Ford.
this. Crap. And I just looked it up, too, because when we watched The Watcher, Mia Farrow's in there.
Yeah.
And I looked it up.
It ended in 1992, though, when he began seeing Farrow's adopted daughter, Soon Yi.
Ooh, a scandal.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's Woody Allen.
Oh, damn it.
Woody Allen turning 87 years old today.
Crap.
Just a bit younger than that, at 67 years old today. He's a British singer who performed with many punk bands, as well as having a very successful solo career. He's one of the earliest MTV stars and known for songs like Dancing with Myself. Who's turning 67 years old today? He was also in the film The Wedding Singer on an airplane.
Oh, Billy Idol.
You got it. Happy birthday, Billy.
Yay.
Listen, I just saw a video of him recently performing one of his songs, like at his current age. He's still got it, man. He's really good.
Nice.
What a wonderful singer. He's still, I mean, he looks terrible, but not so terrible. I don't know. Like he looks.
He's had a lot of maintenance, though.
Yeah, he looks
he's-
together, but not together. If that makes any sense.
He's had the Botox since the 90s, so he's still intact but scary.
Girl, he needs a little more.
Oh, he didn't get enough.
Turning 40 years old today, the big 4-0. The girl next door actress who played the daughter of Agent Jack Bauer on TV's 24. She had a really.
Oh, I know who it is.
Oh, tell me.
Fuck. How do you say her name? She was also in Old School.
Yep.
Alicia, something with a C. Or something.
I mean, it's close enough for me. It's Alicia Cuthbert, or Cuthbert.
Yes.
Yes, 40 years old today.
Damn.
Just a little bit older than that, turning 44 years old today. He's an American singer, television personality, actor, Democratic political candidate, and activist. Also finished second place on the second season of American Idol in 2003. Who's turning 44? He's a lovely ginger also.
Oh, yeah, Clay Aiken.
That is correct. Nice, you're doing pretty good.
I am. Today is my day.
All right. And turning 21 years old today. He's a member of the family. He's taller than everyone now, and his parents are Dave and Jen.
Ah, who is Mr. Alex?
Yes, Alex turning 21 years old today,
Yay.
and he's a local drumming madman from the band Wang Dang Doodle. You'll never get this, but it's
Funny.
Mitch Fine. Mitch Fine is having a birthday today here on the local music scene. So that's the birthday. Happy birthday, everybody! Yeah.
Also Jordan Wire.
And Jordan Wire.
Turning double 3.
Dubs thirds.
Yep. Trace.
Yeah. God, I can't believe they ended our stream. Something must have happened.
Very rude.
I feel like they're very way behind on YouTube also.
Yeah, no one helped me out.
Yeah, something's going on. Something is amiss.
Yeah. True.
All right. Well, let's do some shameless plugs and then get the hell out of here, huh?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Let's see. Most importantly, of course, the JNC podcast is coming back December 7th, Wednesday, December 7th, live. It's going to be our Season 5 premiere, so we hope that you join us 8 p.m. December 7th. Mark it on your calendars. You can also listen to the show on JNC Radio, our companion radio station on the internet. You can listen to that at jncpodcast.com, or you can download the free LIVE365 Radio App from your favorite app store and just search for JNC Radio and add us to your favorites. Also, Paul from the Drums and Rums podcast. Check out his podcast. He just dropped a new episode just yesterday, and it's a recap of the Miami Rum Festival. So that's episode 122. So check that out at drumsandrums.com, or check it out on anywhere you listen to podcasts. Find the Drums and Rums podcast. Of course, check out his live stream on Thursdays, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, the biggest happy hour and a half hour. It's a great show, lots of fun. Check it out. Also, check out our friends and sponsors and partners. Gosh, that's a weird thing to say. And Code Rum, Hop Life Brewing, the Sneaky Tiki in downtown Stewart. And our friends Tim and Jess at the Bug Juice, bug repellent and other skincare products. Check all of them out. Support those who support us, and support local whenever you can. Brett said he could still see and hear us on Facebook. Yeah, on my personal page, it's still rocking and rolling. But on our Jams and Cocktails podcast page, it's dead. Check out bradbrockdesign.com if you need any graphic work done or audio work done. All the time that I have on my hands, I'm happy to work on those projects with you. If you got a project that you need some work on or some photos that need to be retouched, so you're digging out some of those old photos, old family photos that need a little life brought back into them, it's my specialty. I love doing it. It's a lot of fun for me, and I love using those skills. So go to bradbrockdesign.com, shoot me a message, and I'll give you a quote on whatever you want to do. Also, check out Phillips Custom Designs, Chesser Custom Designs. He does etching on all kinds of various surfaces, wood and stone, and, of course, some of the things that I really like are the decanters and the glasses. So you can check out his Facebook page, Chesser Custom Designs, and he could do something custom for you. Check out here it is, it's all the P's, many plosives coming your way. It's the Pirates and Parrot Heads Party in Paradise Cruise. That's coming up next month. Can you believe that? Oh, not next month. We're still in November, aren't we?
For today.
Coming up in January. That cruise is going out of the Port of Palm Beach aboard the Margaritaville at Sea. That's going to be the 13th through the 15th of January. Going to Grand Bahama Island. And it features great music by Jesse Rice and other various trop rockers. And, of course, it's put on by Johnny Ringo and the Code Rum Company and Tropically Impaired. So check out that on jncpodcast.com. You'll find a link there. And come cruise with us. It'll be a good time. You can see where I'm playing in my one-man band show on bradbrock.com. All the dates are there. And, of course, if you dig what we do and you want to support us financially, because we love that, you can become a member of our Patreon page. For $5 a month, you get some behind-the-scene footage and some personal invitations to private showings for things like the Wizard of Oz thing, which we tried to do publicly and was completely shut down immediately. So we could do those types of things in a closed situation. You'll get your invitation first there on Patreon. You can find that link at jncpodcast.com. And if you can spare $5 a month, we would love that. And we thank you for considering that. And that's my shameless plugs. Any shameless plugs, Jordan?
No, Brad, I think you've covered everything.
All right. Well then.
Thank you.
Friends and foes, even. We love you, and we thank you so much for joining us today on the show. We hope that whatever you do on this hump day, you do it with a smile. Be kind to others out there. 'Tis the season for that. And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning on Jams and Coffee. Bye. Give it up for JT.
You're listening to the Jams and tune in again tomorrow morning for the latest local buzz, national headlines, music news, and more on JNC in the Morning, right here on Facebook and YouTube.